Welcome to the 2017 Employee Benefits video for Martin Automotive Group, including Glendora Chevrolet and Simi Valley Chevrolet and any subsequent dealerships that may come on during the year. My name is Darren Griffith and I'm with Performance Insurance Benefits. I am the CEO, Employee Benefits Advisor, or broker that helps set up all the plans and maintain the plans throughout the year. This is the introduction video in the series of all subsequent videos. A little bit about this introduction video. You've already enrolled onto the video and you probably see a screen like this. A couple things about the video is that it goes in playlists. So this is the introduction video, and next will be the health benefits and moving on to the different videos to complete all of the training. But this video, or this screen, will come up first, and if you look at the top, you will see the playlist. So if you click the three little lines at the top, you will come into playlist, and you can watch any videos you want in any order that you want. So you can watch this video, and if you're not interested in certain things, you could skip around. Or if you'd rather, this video will go all the way through and just keep on skipping from one video to the other if you wanted to watch the whole thing. Or you could watch in pieces. So that's first. And then on this screen, if you wanted to make the screen bigger and make it full screen, you will click the little square box in the bottom right-hand corner, and that will convert to full screen. At any time, if you wanted to exit full screen, you could hit the escape button, ESC button, on your keyboard, and it'll come right back to this screen. A couple other things that you will need to know is that below this video, you will see a couple links. The links to the Fringe Benefits at a Glance, the enrollment worksheet, and several governmental notices and summary plan description, wrap documents, things like that you will need to know. And you'll actually be initialing that you've received those notices. I have a couple goals for the meeting today. First, I want to explain all the benefits, what they cost, a little bit of your ACA rights. If I ever say ACA, that stands for the Affordable Care Act. Some people call it Obamacare. And then a little bit about open enrollment and what your rights are and things like that during this open enrollment period. So that's my goals for today. And then we're going to be transitioning into a couple other PDFs that are actually linked down here. But now that you're on our website, this would be a good time to tell you some of the other things that you can do on our website, as far as maybe getting some claim information. If you have a claim and you're on the benefits and you want to file a claim, you can click the Claims tab right here. And there is password protection. If you just write the word claims in the password box, that will get you into any claim forms that you need for any of the carriers. Also, you can certainly email us and we can help you with those claims as well. Also, we have a little bit about us on the website, and then also maybe some helpful links to carriers that you might want to connect straight with the carriers. Maybe they have some mobile apps, things like that you want to find out a little more. But you can certainly contact us as well. Here's our Contact Us tab, and you can certainly contact us for whatever you need. So I want to get into what's called Fringe Benefits at a Glance. Okay, this is on the link on the bottom of this sheet. You can click and it's a hyperlink. It'll go straight to a PDF and you could print it. Okay, and this goes over all the benefits on just a couple pieces of paper. I would recommend keeping this, maybe even printing it out and magnet to your refrigerator, because there's a lot of benefits on here that you might need to be reminded throughout the year. Let's go over open enrollment. Okay, open enrollment is your rights to make changes on your effective date. So if you are in open enrollment right now on January 1st, which we're moving our open enrollment day to January 1st, 2017, you're able to make any changes you want for January 1st. During the middle of the year, you might not be able to make changes. You'd need what's called a qualifying event. So that's very important that you understand that. And then also, if you're a new hire in the year, you would wait your waiting period, and then you're eligible for benefits after your eligibility period. And then after that, during the middle of the year, you might not be able to make changes unless there's a qualifying event, such as getting married, having a baby, your spouse losing their benefits. But the important thing to know is that you can't come on or off the plan or your dependents can come on or off the plan without a qualifying event during the middle of the year. So that's a little bit about open enrollment. There's a couple things in the highlighted area on the fringe benefits at a glance that I want to bring you up to speed on. You've already logged on, so you don't need the first sentence, but starting on the second sentence, we will be in compliance with the new ACA Obamacare laws on January 1. Because the plan is going to be in compliance, you will not be offered a subsidy in the marketplace, otherwise known as the exchange. Okay, because Martin Automotive Group, Glendora Chevrolet, Simi Valley Chevrolet offers you a plan, or your spouse or your children, you won't be able to get a subsidy through the marketplace. Also underlined and highlighted, so must be really important, please note, per federal law, all employees who do not carry an ACA compliant insurance plan will be fined the greater of 2.5% of your gross household income, or $695 at minimum when filing your 2016 taxes. 2017, we believe that's going to be the same. So in the highlighted area, some very important things. We did go over open enrollment, so make sure you have those qualifying events during the middle of the year, because you can't just add on during the middle of the year for no reason. There has to be a qualifying event. And then we're going to go over all of the benefits. And I'm going to, just in this introduction video, just kind of lightly touch on each one. And then in subsequent playlists, we're going to go in detail on each benefit. Okay? So first, we're going to go over in section 1, we're going to go over the health plans. We have a new health plan this year for January 1, Cigna. We have plan 1, which is an HMO, plan 2, which is a PPO, and there's different websites to find providers. If you see orange highlighted areas, you will know that those are the places where you're going to be able to find doctors, find hospital, urgent care centers, all of your providers. Okay, so make sure you understand what those highlighted areas are. And even the things underneath are important, because it gives you instructions on what to click, what to drop down, what to push in order to find your specific provider in that specific plan. So we got those two plans there for the health plan. Then we're going to go over a telehealth plan, which is doctors over the phone, and they can give you prescriptions, which we'll go over. Again, orange highlighted, tells you how to get into a mobile app, which is kind of new for this year. And then dental insurance through Guardian, section 3. And then on the bottom, you can always know our contact information and email us with questions. Section 4 is the vision insurance through Guardian. Section 5 is the short-term disability insurance through Transamerica. Section 6 is the accident advance through Transamerica. Section 7 is the Cancer Select Plus through Transamerica. And then we're going to move on to the third page, Section 8, which is basic life and accidental death and dismemberment from Guardian. Section 9 is voluntary life insurance. So you can buy more life insurance than what's offered from the company. And that's through Transamerica. It's called the Trans Select Plan. We'll be going over that in detail, and that's in that section. Section 10 is an employee assistance program. Some people call it an EAP, Employee Assistance Program. This is something that's free to all employees, whether you sign up for benefits or not. I would highly recommend using this benefit. It is a free benefit, and it's good for counseling, parenting, caregiving, that kind of thing. That's why I say maybe put this up on a magnet on your refrigerator, so you make sure that you know it's there when things arise, because you might forget it's there. And that's probably the most common scenario of this. When people say at the end of the year, man, I wish I would have used that EAP plan. I didn't remember it was there. So just remember it was there. And then on the bottom, we have some helpful websites and phone numbers, certainly our website, which you're on right now watching the video, but also all of the other carrier websites that you might find helpful. Then we're going to go to the enrollment worksheet. Now, the enrollment worksheet is all your costs on either semi-monthly or monthly. Salespeople are monthly. So this particular one is semi-monthly, but it's all your costs. So make sure you have the correct form. Okay? So please put your name on the top. It says what the plan year is. It says all payroll deductions are semi-monthly or monthly, depending on which worksheet and which kind of employee you are. And then all of these are pre-tax deductions. So a little bit about this enrollment worksheet. there's 6 columns. There is a waive column, there is an employee only column, there's an employee and spouse column, employee and child or children, could be 1 or 10 children, and a full family column. And there's a per check column. So it's important to know that something has to be circled on every single line. So number 1, HMO, number 2, PPO, then telehealth. So something has to be circled. You're either going to circle waive or you're going to circle the amount that you want. Then you will put the amount in the far right hand box. If you circled waive, you'll either put a W or write the word waive in the per check box. And you're going to do that for every single line. Now, this is the updated enrollment worksheet, but on these subsequent playlists, if we didn't change the benefits, the videos remain the same. So on the video itself, the numbers might be a little different than the up-to-date. So make sure you have the up-to-date enrollment worksheet that's actually at the bottom of here and might have been handed to you from HR. Okay, so these are the up-to-date deductions, but subsequent playlists might not be the up-to-date numbers. The format is the same. Okay, so circle what you want, waive what you don't, make sure every single per checkbox is filled out. Okay, then when you get to the bottom of line 8, you're going to add up all your pre-tax deductions, okay, which are right here. All those deductions are going to be pre-taxed, which means you're not paying taxes on any of them, so you're saving taxes. It's going to come out of your check before tax. So those are the deductions for the pre-tax. And then an after-tax deduction would be the life insurance. We want to take the life insurance on an after-tax deduction so your beneficiary, if you should pass, would not get taxed. Okay, so it's a kind of a tax thing where we need to take that as an after-tax. So you will be paying tax on that benefit, so your beneficiary would not. So please fill this out, and the after-tax deductions, whether you're waiving coverage or whether you're taking the coverage, and then you have some total after-tax deductions here, and then you're going to add the pre-tax deductions and the after-tax deductions, and you're going to put it on line 10 where you authorize your employer to deduct. There's 2 initial lines. One that you've got all the notices, which are listed down here and are probably emailed to you as well or handed to you in paper, but there's many ways that you got those notices. You're going to initial for the fact that you've received those notices. Also, you understand per federal law that you're going to be fined if you don't carry insurance. So you're initialing here to say, I understand. Okay, and then you're going to sign the bottom, and then you're going to date it, today's date, and then the effective date for open enrollment, that would be January 1, 2017. All right, and then on the second page of this form, you have the life insurance rates, which are those after-tax deductions that I talked about. On the left side, they're non-tobacco. On the right side, they're tobacco, and it goes by age of employee, or if you want your spouse coverage, age of your spouse. And it goes in 10,000, 25,000, 100,000. I will go over that on a subsequent playlist in a little more detail. So that is that. Now the notices that you're going to be initialing for look like this, just so you know, and they're listed right down here in a hyperlink so you have access to it at any time. These are just the things that the government wants us to give you and acknowledge that you've received. Okay? So with that, we're going to move on to the subsequent playlists, and this was the introduction video, and next we're going to be going into the health plan. It's important for you to know that you can contact us for anything. If you need help or anything like that, my email address is on the bottom of every single page, so please just email me and I can filter it out through my office and we can get those questions answered, even if you lost your ID card or if you just need help, understanding a benefit, please email us. We'll be there for you. So we're moving on to the next playlist. I hope you enjoyed this introduction video. By far, this was the longest video, and it gets shorter and shorter as we go. Medical will be a little longer as well, but after that, they get a little bit shorter. So thank you for attending, and we'll see you on the next video.